Hey guys, it's Brittany with Roasted Coffee Co. and I hope you're having an amazing day. So I noticed as I was going through my videos, a lot of them are kind of positive and you can do this process, blah, 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 blah. And I just realized I never really talk about the downsides of purchasing a foreign coffee trailer. So I wanted to be a negative Nancy and come on here and tell you guys about some of the not so good things about purchasing a foreign coffee trailer. Transparency is big to me, and I really hate when people do these journey videos, entrepreneurship videos, weight loss videos, and they don't tell the whole fucking truth. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing is you are going to be essentially conducting this whole transaction through an app. You're going to be using Alibaba. Keep in mind, I think Alibaba is like, the headquarters is in China or somewhere. So you are going to be sending money to a foreign country. Can you be scammed? Probably. Can you be hacked? Probably. Has that ever happened to me? No. But just keep in mind that the way that we do things over here is different than the way they do things over there. You have the time difference that you're going to have to factor in if you need immediate assistance. And then on top of that, you have the language barrier. Now, luckily, the manufacturer I used, or my representative, Sunny, she spoke very good English. She could understand me. I could understand her. She was always available when I needed assistance. So my experience was pretty decent for the most part. I'm not gonna lie. But if you choose not to go with the manufacturer that I use, keep in mind, your experience might not be so great. I've also seen in some reviews of other manufacturers where people are not getting all of the equipment or all the parts to their trailer. So it's like multiple, it's a lot of back and forth, and then on top of that, it's like multiple shipments. And every time you import something, customs is going to get involved. So just be very mindful of that. Their rules, regulations, processes, and procedures are different than what we do over here. There is no, can I speak to your manager, or I'm going to write a letter, or being a Karen. That shit doesn't fly over there. Next is your trailer might not come wired, or it might not come constructed to US specifics. Here's what happened. When I got my trailer and I plugged it into the tow hitch, the lights did not come on, which instantly threw me in a panic because, hey, why are these lights not coming on? Basically what happened was when they wired the trailer lights, they wired them to China specifics. So all of the wires were in reverse. I had to pay to have somebody come out and rewire the lights. Luckily, I found him on Facebook. It was like a couple $100 and he was able to get it fixed. But just, if you still decide to undergo this process, please make sure that you tell them that everything in the trailer needs to be up to US standards, whether it's your water system, any electrical, your trailer lights, everything has to be US standard, okay? If you decide to get equipment put in your trailer like a fire suppression system, which I don't even know why you would do that, but if you do, it has to be NSF approved and it has to be up to US standards. I don't think them wiring my lights that way was intentional, but I'm not quite sure why they would not wire them to US standards if you're shipping it to the US. So just keep that in mind. Another thing is there is a lot of paperwork. And one of the things that frustrated me is when I got my trailer, it didn't come with any paperwork. So I had to reach out to the manufacturer again to have them FedEx my paperwork, which was a huge inconvenience because it kind of delayed my process of getting my trailer registered and doing everything else that I needed to do. There's a lot of paperwork. You're going to have a commercial invoice. You're going to have a packing slip. You are going to have, there's another piece of paper I can't think what it is right now, but you're going to have to get your certificate of origin. You have to have your customs broker stamps. There's just so much paperwork and so many different entities involved. Whereas if you just had somebody build your trailer over here in the US, you wouldn't need all that stuff. So it's a lot of paperwork. Also the wait is really long. Now I think I made my first deposit, I want to say back in April of last year, and I didn't get the trailer until I think it was September or August. And the reason for the delay was they were just backed up. They had a lot of other trailers that they had to build. So there was a delay, but once they finally got it built, it did take me about 35 days to get it. Another thing that you're going to have to worry about is, because you are purchasing a trailer, the rules and regulations are a little bit different as far as getting the trailer titled and registered. So in a couple of videos I've spoke about a 68A inspection that I had to get done. Whereas if I just built my trailer like in my backyard, I would have been able to just register it as a homemade trailer and call it a day. So that is something else that you're gonna have to think about. Because it is a foreign trailer, your rules, your regulations are going to be different. Sometimes the EPA gets involved, which I don't even know why, but just read over your rules and regulations from the DMV. What else? Going back to the equipment, again, if it's not up to US standards, all of that stuff is going to have to be stripped out, because if you get it inspected and you're using that same equipment that they put in there from the manufacturer, you're not going to pass inspection. So just keep that in mind. I would highly recommend that if you're going to go through this process, just get the bare bones of the trailer or the shell of the trailer, and then you can get your equipment from over here, because you're not going to pass if your fire suppression system is from China or your fire extinguisher is from China. You're not going to pass. Another thing is, and I hate to say this, but the quality. I would rate the quality a 3.5 out of 5. While I love my trailer and I love the way that it looks, I am concerned about the quality. It feels like a very, very hard and sturdy plastic, which is, I don't even know how to explain it. It just feels like a very, very hard plastic. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm scared to tow it. Out here in Houston, our highways are like roller coasters, and I'm just worried about the sturdiness of it. Like, if a gust of wind comes, am I gonna blow off the highway? So I keep it on the streets only. I try to avoid the highways at all costs, and yeah, it's not bad quality, but it's not good quality either, if that makes sense. 3.5 out of 5 is what I would give it. Now, luckily, like I've always said, I'm using mine for coffee, so I honestly just needed a nice little something to do what I need to be done. But I'm not like frying chicken or making burgers or quesadillas, so it works for me. But at the same time, the quality is a little bit low budget, if I'm being completely honest. I'm trying to think what else. That's really it. Honestly, y'all, I haven't tested my electrical yet. I haven't tested the plumbing yet. So I can't really give too much insight on those two items yet, but when I do, I'm definitely going to do a video on it. These are some of the downsides that I have encountered. Would I still purchase? Am I glad I still went this route? Yes, because I'm not paying $25,000-$30,000 for a trailer. I'm just not gonna do it. And I'm not even doing this full time. So no, I'm not gonna do it. Now that I know the process, would I do this again? Yep, I would do it again. I guess this was supposed to be a bad video, and it just turned out not to be. But once you guys get all the paperwork situated, and honestly, you plug up your trailer to the generator, if everything works and you pass inspection, then you've accomplished the ultimate goal, and then you can get out there and start making money. But these are just some things that I wanted you guys to be aware of. One, because I don't think I've ever talked about the downsides of purchasing a foreign trailer, and two, there's really there's no videos out here about this process. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, please let me know. As always, y'all know I am happy to help. If you can think of anything that you might deem to be negative that I possibly missed, then let me know. Let's talk about it. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna end it here. Y'all know I don't like to take too much of your time, and I hate rambling, so I'm going to end it here. Again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you. Eventually I am going to be inspected, and once I do that, I'm going to do a video on that. But I also wanted to say this. In a previous video, I mentioned that I might just bypass my inspection and just go ahead and get out there. I know that sounds illegal, but I love a good workaround. So I'll talk about that in another video. And then, yeah, thank you for watching. Have an amazing week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.